We're so proud of all the people who worked together on this project. I want to thank Senator Durbin for his great leadership in Washington at the federal level, all our congressmen who are here that made this day possible. We're particularly grateful to President Barack Obama, who chose our state after a great, robust competition. He announced that last, I believe, February when we were in Washington, D.C. Our state worked very closely with the city of Chicago. We had a great team that everybody participated in. I want to thank our Senate President, John Cullerton, for his leadership in getting resources necessary to invest in this project. We had to pass a law in our state, a law 5 years ago that has paid great dividends today and will tomorrow. And I want to thank you, John, for your leadership in getting the Capitol bill passed and our job recovery law passed. I think it's important to understand that our University of Illinois, a land-grant university that was founded in 1867, shortly after Abraham Lincoln of Illinois, our president, in 1862, signed a law for land-grant universities in America. And that was an important law. Lincoln believed in technology, he believed in education, and he believed in making sure everyday people had a chance to use education and technology. And this today, in the 21st century, is living testament to Abraham Lincoln's dream and vision. And our university, which is an excellent university, world-renowned, has a very, very fast computer, the fastest computer, the most powerful computer on the campus of the University of Illinois compared to any campus in the world. And our state invested in that. It's called Blue Waters. We're very happy we did because that was part of the reason we won this competition. We invested money from the state of Illinois, along with our friends in the city of Chicago. We teamed up and did something that everybody understands, and that's jobs. The most important thing about today is jobs, economic growth and jobs for everyday people. Our great companies, not only our big ones like ADM and Caterpillar and John Deere and many more that are represented, are major companies that we're so proud of, but they, as along with smaller companies that aren't household words, but are very, very important to our manufacturing and our economics all across Illinois, they will all benefit from access to this particular laboratory and this digital opportunity. We understand in the 21st century, we live in a digital age. It's important that all of those who work for companies have that opportunity to learn what all we can do in a digital way to make life better for the people of our country, the people of our world. And that will create more jobs right here in Abraham Lincoln's Illinois. And I'm so proud on behalf of the people of Illinois to say thank you very much for all that have come together. We're going to make Abraham Lincoln's government of people work for everyone. Thank you very much.
I was sitting on the floor of the House of Representatives. It was a little over 2 years ago, and I heard when President Obama basically come up with the concept of establishing 3 new advanced manufacturing institutes, and I thought, why not Illinois? And of course, when we make a bid in the Obama administration for Illinois, we've got to make sure that the people on the other end realize it's serious. It isn't just a matter of happening to know the man who lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And so we made an effort to come up with not a good application, but the best in the nation. And we did it. And we did it, I think, by bringing together some amazing people that are part of this state and institutions that lead this nation. From the private sector, I think the representatives of major corporations who really pitched in to make this happen. I also want to thank from across our state, the University of Illinois. As Governor Quinn has said, what an extraordinary institution. I see Chris Kennedy here as chairman of the Board of Trustees. This is a great institution which helped us in so many ways. UI Labs really made a big difference in this application. We also brought together partners in Southern Illinois, Boeing, Southern Illinois University, General Dynamics, positioned to tie into the lab and expand opportunities for defense and non-defense contractors. Central Illinois, of course the University of Illinois there, their Blue Water supercomputer, leveraging their technology and research capabilities. In Northern Illinois, the lab's going to help create new opportunities and businesses for an amazing aerospace manufacturing industry, which many people in Chicago are not really aware of. It is an incredible resource in our state. Woodward, with the help of Governor Quinn, recently announced an expansion of some 1,200 more engineering jobs coming into Rockford. And we also were together, Governor and I, for a new aviation mechanics effort underway because of AAR's commitment to the Rockford Airport. We're also trying to make sure that we bring in the defense installations in our state. As chairman of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee in Washington, I'm very mindful of the fact that though we have a limited number of defense resources, we have some of the best. Great Lakes Naval Training Station, the training station for all members of the United States Navy. Rock Island Arsenal, which is going to be part of this because we want to expand their capacity for new manufacturing, innovation, and production. And of course, Scott Air Force Base. So we had a lot to offer. We worked the phones, we visited a lot. I know that Mayor Emanuel, in his humble and quiet way, was also doing some effort here to help along, and it all paid off. Subtle, humble, and quiet. I'm sorry, I missed subtle. But we believe that this is an opportunity. As chairman of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee, I'm encouraged by the promise of the digital lab to save us money. The notion behind this is not just to come up with new ideas, but to apply them and make more cost-efficient production. And that is going to lead to profitable businesses, but also lower costs for our federal and state taxpayers. By cutting development and deployment costs, the digital lab could save us up to $36 billion a year in the Department of Defense alone.
All that research coming to Chicago means all that more companies, patents, innovations, jobs, and all the lead on. And that research has a magnifying capacity and a multiplier for the city of Chicago and the region, which is why a world-class city wants to be the center of all that research that goes on at our universities that then push out the companies of the future, the jobs of the future, and they keep reverberating and reinforcing each other. And as Congressman Quigley noted, if it runs on roads, runways, or rail, it comes in and out of the city of Chicago. And it's not an accident that this facility, because usually things when they're manufacturing are done on draft, they're now going to be done digitally. And that makes Chicago at the center of it. But we're not just roads, runways, and rail. We're the broadband backbone of America, and it makes sense to put this facility, if you're going to push it out, you want to have the technology and the backbone capacity and digital capacity that the University of Illinois and the backbone of the broadband that Chicago has. And I am very excited about the opportunities that the truth is, all of us collectively can't even begin to explain, because it's the unknown that we're about to discover, which is what makes this the most exciting thing. Right. And so I want to thank the President, the Department of Defense, for understanding the word subtlety. I'm glad we did this.